How's it going, Jupitarians? This is Bradley Juby. Now, I bet y'all are probably wanting to know, Bradley, why are you a Kansas City Chiefs fan? Well, I think it all started when I was about 1 year old and my mom threw a football-themed birthday party for me. So that's how I became a football fan, and she gave me a football-themed little toy chest that was shaped like a football. Yep. So that's how I became a football fan. But how I became a Chiefs fan, on the other hand, was I think maybe when I was 4 or 5, maybe 6 years old, I saw a postcard of Arrowhead Stadium, and I had it in my room for many, many years. And it had Arrowhead Stadium, and I was told that there was a football team in Kansas City called the Kansas City Chiefs. And the link between me and Kansas City is the fact that I have some family in the Kansas City area. Namely, my Aunt Patty, who has passed away in 2004. Rest in peace. Miss ya. And her daughters, my cousins, Samantha and Jossie. Shout out to them. But ever since I became a football fan, that was my team. Back in the 90s, when the Dallas Cowboys were winning all the Super Bowls back then, back when the Chiefs had guys like Joe Montana for 2 years, Marcus Allen for a few years. He played with the Los Angeles Raiders before then. Not the Oakland Raiders, the Los Angeles Raiders. But he also played for the Kansas City Chiefs as well. Back then they had Marty Schottenheimer, the man behind Marty Ball, which pretty much a conservative offensive philosophy. First down, run, second down, run, third down, pass, fourth down, punt. Or it may have worked for some games, but for some reason it never got the Chiefs to the Super Bowl. The closest the Chiefs would ever get to the Super Bowl in that era was in the 93 AFC Championship game, losing to the Buffalo Bills. And they lost big time. I forgot the score, but from 1994 to 2017, the Chiefs would never be able to get out of the divisional round. Despite the efforts of guys like Montana and Marcus Allen and Kimball Anders and Will Shields, Tamark Vanover, Andre Rison for about a year or so, Dante Hall, Trent Green, Priest Holmes, Tony Gonzalez, Larry Johnson, Eric Berry, Matt Castle, Jamal Charles, Alex Smith, and a long list of others. Louis Aguiar, the punter, and Elvis Gerbach, Steve Ono, that was his nickname, Rich Gannon, and so many other players, and Derek Thomas too, rest in peace. Neil Smith until he went to the Broncos. But despite the efforts of those great players, they never got to the Super Bowl or even to the AFC Championship game, or for a while even past the first round of the playoffs. And it was so painful. And yet, despite that, I still had the Chiefs merch. I had the Chiefs starter jacket when I was a kid in the 90s. I was repping the Chiefs Kingdom when all the other boys in my elementary school were all Dallas Cowboys fans. And so many others. But, I never gave up faith that one day I would see the Chiefs in the Super Bowl. That day for me came February 2nd of 2020. And while 2020 may have been maybe a year that we all want to end because we all hate it, It was the year the Chiefs finally got past the whole AFC. They brought Lamar Hunt's trophy to where it belongs. And so much other stuff. And they finally won the Super Bowl. And right now they're 2-0. Sorry, they're not 0-2. They're 2-0. And they play the Ravens next week. So if you have any questions or any accusations of me being a bandwagon Chiefs fan because of Patrick Mahomes, I gladly say, watch the video in the entirety, and you'll know my history of being a Chiefs fan. Well, anyway, this is Brother Juvie saying peace out, and the Chiefs' kingdom will rise.